As this, the title of this video says, in case you've ever wondered what the most useless piece of information and advice you can ever give to any one of your students ever, that's what I'm here for today. And welcome back to Smart Martial Arts, the YouTube channel where we go over everything martial arts. And I'm back in dojo. It's been a few months, but as I said in the title and before this, the most useless piece of advice you can give to any martial artist ever is don't get there. So, the first time I actually heard this, unironically said to me, was 3 or 4 years ago. Some people from Brazil came up to do tournaments, and the instructor, the main guy, was friends with my instructor, the owner of the dojo. So they came here, and then obviously as we are students of the school, we were allowed in to train with the people who were going for competition. I think 2 of which decided to just get gold at whatever competition they were doing. So that was kind of cool. But the first day, because they came, I think it was 2 days in a week. The first day I was there, I was keep getting triangled because I've been doing it for like a year, and it just kept happening to me. So I walk up and I'm like, Professor, how do I, get out of an arm? How do I get out of a triangle? And his response was just, don't get there, and that was the end of our conversation. That was it. He didn't, teach me anything. He didn't say any useful advice of like, go one way or the other. Use this arm, pin him. He just didn't say anything. He just said, don't get there. And ever since then, whenever I hear someone say, don't get there, I just get upset because it's so not helpful, right? The only time that it's acceptable to say it is, well, there's 2 times. One, if you're being sarcastic to someone who is being sarcastic to you, right? If someone knows the answer, you hit them with it, and it's a good laugh. The other time is if it's like the beginning or the ending of your class, and you just don't have the actual time to go over something, you just say, don't get there. But the thing with don't get there and don't, be in that position is you can say that, right? If I walk up, or one of my students walks up to me and is like, Sensei, how do I, get out of this? And I just say, don't get there, and I walk away, I'm an asshole, right? That's what I think. So, what you can do because I've probably said it myself. I probably have, just because it was the easier thing to do, and I didn't want to have a 20-minute conversation of what ifs, because it's happened before. It's not fun. No one learns anything. But the time it is the time is okay when you say this, but then you give them a way to not get there, right? Because I can say don't get there, but now that raises the follow-up question of, okay, genius, how don't I get there? Don't just leave me with don't get there, because now I'm going to be like, oh, okay, all of my problems are solved. Let me just go back to my partner and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't get there right now, so let's just not do that. No, tell me something. Give me any amount of advice. As soon as you see that leg go up, lean in. As soon as he grabs it, go in, go away, go left, go right, bob and weave, throw a hook. Okay, now as I've said, there are times when I think it can be a useful tool to help your class keep going, right? If it's going to prevent a 20-minute discussion where you're going to get what ifs, then that's okay. You just hit them with a quick don't get there, and then you walk away. But if someone's just walking up to you and just like genuinely asking, hey, I need help, don't do that. Don't do that. Because to me, I'm not, the world's greatest instructor, but if I ever hear or see someone do that and don't give any further help past that, I'm going to be like, this person I don't want to talk to. Because, it is, while it's true, you can't get arm triangled if you're not in an arm triangle. No shit. But there's like 17,000 different ways to get someone there. So you need to give me like 1 or 2 ways to stop that. And then, I'll get better. So I say, don't get there, and then offer a way for people not to get there. Give them the golden rule. Like with an arm bar, the elbow has to be past the fulcrum or whatever it is. So if someone's like, hey, professor, hey, coach, whatever, how do I get out of an arm bar? don't get there. Okay, thanks. What's that mean? Well, if you start doing that, pull your arm out, right? As soon as you feel something going not your way, something's going awry, you pull the arm out and you can't get armbarred. Or, lean into it, stack them. So basically, what I'm trying to say with this video of me complaining is, one, don't say it unless it's going to benefit more than it's going to help or hurt, sorry. And if you do say it once as a joke. Haha. But then offer advice of how not to get there, right? I think that's a pretty reasonable request. I'm going to start doing that again, unless, of course, I have to be hypocritical and go back to my point before that was it's going to stop my class from being disrupted. And this doesn't go just for jiu-jitsu, by the way. Jiu-jitsu is just kind of the easiest way, the easiest one, because you're just constantly doing stuff. Because, one of the, just karate or stand-up in general, hey, how do I not get roundhoused? Don't be there. Which is actually a good piece of advice. Here, right? But even with that being said, it's a good piece of advice. Well, how do I not get there? If someone's like, okay, what's that mean? When your feet are like this, step out of the way, right? Just don't be there anymore. So it goes for every style, every coach. This is just for me. If you have reasons when you think it's okay to say this, please leave them in the comments because I want to be as fair as I can, but also I'm probably not going to give up on this point because I think it's important and I think it's a stupid thing to say. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys have not ever had to deal with this just ludicrous advice. Because if you have, I apologize. You probably didn't learn anything that day related to what you actually wanted to learn, unless you walked up to someone else and it was like, hey, I asked Dickhead over there, and he just said don't get there. Can you actually give me advice and help me learn things that I'm trying to learn? Okay, I'll stop now. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys actually have a valid reason you think of when it's okay to say this and why you say it, leave in the comments below. I'd love to hear. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'm a pretty reasonable guy. It's just a one-on-one, meaning one on camera. Camera can't say anything, so I can just kind of say whatever I want, and you just kind of have to deal with it. So thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next video where hopefully I don't go on a rant, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.